Hi, I'm Scott McGrath. I never quite understood knock-knock jokes. Where I come from, we keep the door open and unlocked. Someone wants to come over, they just come on in. It does not always work out for folks, though. I had just gotten my first home, and I was sitting on the sofa eating Jiffy Pop popcorn and watching the Cosby Show reruns, and I looked up, and a 6.5-foot tall cockroach come walking into my house on his hind legs. For a moment, I wondered what was in that popcorn I had been eating, and then instincts took over, and I reached in the cushion of the sofa and pulled out a sawed-off double-barrel 10-gauge Smith & Wesson shotgun and blew that cockroach straight to Bug Hades. Well, shame on me. It turns out that it was Halloween. I had just killed the godson of Mr. Fletcher Gafferty from down on the road. In my defense, it was a really realistic costume. I feel bad for the accidental homicide, but I did get a bit of a rush watching that cockroach explode. Let me kill bugs for you. Call McGrath Pest Control at 281-469-8240. I'm Scott McGrath, and I approve this message. Knock, knock. Who's there? Cockroach. Boom.
My name is Scott McGrath from McGrath Pest Control. If you ever see a big nasty brown cockroach, please call me at 281-469-8240 and let me come squish him. While I'm there, I would like to treat your home so that you never have to be bothered by God's little practical jokes ever again. You see, I hate roaches. When I was 11, my older brother Waylen put a live cockroach in my mouth while I was sleeping. I chewed it a few times before gagging on his filthy insides. 2 days later, I made a commitment before my entire congregation that I would kill every insect on earth or die trying. I'm still alive, so the battle rages on. Go to McGrathPestControl.com and schedule an appointment for me to come over with my special size 14 roach smashing boots. I also get off to killing ants, mice, snakes, and anything with more than 2 legs, except for dogs and cats, and horses. My name is Scott McGrath. The day before my 8th birthday, I fell in a pile of fire ants and suffered significant wounds on over 70% of my body. Since that day, I have made a solemn vow to kill every insect on planet Earth. I hate them with the passion of a religious zealot. Speaking of religion, of all the biblical plagues, I hate the Locus Plague the most. For the last 12 years, my white-hot rage has materialized in the form of my business, McGrath Pest Control. I have harnessed this unforgivable intolerance of insects and released the wrath of my fury on bugs in and around the homes of Houston. I will kill those bugs in any way that I can. Chemicals, my boot, my bare fist, or any other object that can end the life of an insect. Call 281-469-8240 and give me the honor of killing bugs at your house. I also hate rats and spiders. Go to McGrathPestControl.com. My name is Scott McGrath from McGrath Pest Control. Very few people know this about me, but due to a freak accident the summer of my junior year of high school, I have a prosthetic left hand. When I went to the hand doctor to get my new hand, I had him custom tailor me a set of mind-controlled hydraulic pinchers that I use to crush mice, possums, and other nasty mammals that attempt to cohabitate with humans. You see, the aforementioned freak accident, which cost me my real hand, involved my next-door neighbor Wayne O'Malley's pet rat, which he called Cruiser. I was petting that filthy beast, and he bit me, giving me a nasty case of bubonic plague. After smashing Cruiser with the bowling trophy, I made a solemn vow to kill every rodent in the southwest region of America. So if you hear the pitter-patter of rat feet in your attic, please call McGrath Pest Control at 281-469-8240 and let me introduce said rat to the jaws of death that are my left hand. You can also go to 1560pestcontrol.com. McGrath Pest Control. I hate rodents. My name is Scott McGrath. The first love of my life, Caroline Knightsbury, was attacked by a swarm of killer bees. At her deathbed, I made her 2 promises. I promised to name my first child Caroline, and I promised to not rest until I killed every insect on planet Earth. Well, now, just 20 years later, and with the help of my son Caroline, we are well on our way to honoring my commitment. If you have a problem with insects at your house, I strongly encourage you to call McGrath Pest Control at 281-469-8240. My team of bug-killing experts will professionally rid your home of ants, roaches, silverfish, and of course, those awful flying terrorists, bees. For more information or to schedule an assassination, please go to McGrathPestControl.com. Incidentally, my hatred of rats, mice, and skunks is almost as strong as that of bees. I really hate bees. Hi, I'm Scott McGrath, McGrath Pest Control. When we was young, me and Bobby Termites were arch enemies. I beat the tar out of him all the time and won the love of Susie Orkin. But me and Susie didn't last. She was scared of bugs, but I loved them, because I loved to squish them and stomp them and kill them. I guess I loved killing bugs more than I loved Susie Orkin. She ended up running off with the boy we call ABC. We called him ABC because he loved to eat bubblegum off the ground that had already been chewed. Life turns out funny sometimes, because right now, McGrath, Termites, Orkin, and ABC are all in the pest control business. And now, I'm beating the tar out of all of them with my prices. That's the truth. Check out all our prices and you'll see for yourself. So if you want me to squish and stomp bugs and kill all the bugs at your house for a lower price than my arch enemy, my first love, and a kid that eats stuff off the ground, then call me, Scott McGrath, at 281-469-8240. 281-469-8240. Thank you. My name is Scott McGrath from McGrath Pest Control. My Aunt Peggy, may she rest in peace, lost her left leg in a horrible Ferris wheel accident when she was but a small girl. I still fondly recall the knock-knock of her peg leg as she waltzed with Uncle Rufus at family reunions. When I was 9 years old, she had fallen asleep after Easter dinner, and while she slept, termites ate her unique walking apparatus. Since that terrible morning that we awoke to Aunt Peggy's blood-curdling screams, I made a solemn vow to kill every termite in the 713, now expanded to the 281-409-936 and 832. Termite swarmers are about to start spreading, having disgusting termite sex, and starting new colonies. Call 281-469-8240 or visit 1560pestcontrol.com and let McGrath Pest Control intercede their global conquest. If you see tunnels in your house or business, let us come kill those termites. If you don't, let us protect you. For 9 years, we have used Termidor to terminate termites. We've never had a callback, so it works. Call 281-469-8240 or go to 1560pestcontrol.com. Have you ever seen what looked like a hopping little speck of dust on your kitchen floor? Well, this is Scott McGrath from McGrath Pest Control, and I'm here to tell you that bouncing little piece of dirt is probably what some folks call a Tenophylates canis, a dog flea. There are many ways to kill a flea. My personal favorite is to smash them between my thumbnails. They make a little pop. Another way is to submerge your flea-infested dog in ammonia for an hour or so, but unfortunately, that stinks, and your dog dies. Your best option is to call McGrath Pest Control at 281-469-8240 and let the experts come to your home and treat your yard. If you kill them in your yard, they won't get on your dog or theoretically your cat. If they don't get on your dog, they won't get in your house. If they ain't in your house, then they won't get on you, and that is one of my many, many goals. In the 14th century, fleas killed an estimated 75 million people during the Black Death. Well, last year alone, I killed an estimated 200 million fleas all by myself. So take that, you nasty little bloodsuckers. 1560pestcontrol.com.
This is Scott McGrath from McGrath Pest Control. I was nosing through a garage sale the other day, looking for widgets and gadgets and weed eater string and whatnot, when nestled up against the foundation of this person's house was a giant fire ant bed. My wife Jo Beth saw it before I did and tried to hide it from me, but my superhuman bug-killing senses took over and I sniffed them out. Within seconds, I was on that mound pumping chemicals into their dirt hut and laughing like a hyena as I watched those little boogers die. Sometimes I wish I could shrink myself down to their size and fight them mano to mano and make it fair. Then I usually perish that thought and go back to killing them by the millions. If you have fire ant or any other pest issues at your home or office, call McGrath Pest Control at 281-469-8240 and let us come stomp a mud hole in your pest problem. You can also find us on the internet at 1560pestcontrol.com. McGrath Pest Control, 281-469-8240, and think of us every time you see a dead bug or a live bug or anything else.
My name is Scott McGrath from McGrath Pest Control. Have you ever heard someone say, oh, he wouldn't hurt a fly? Well, they sure as fire weren't talking about me or any of the professional staff at McGrath Pest Control when they say that. You see, we actually pride ourselves at killing flies and ants and spiders and any other multi-legged creature that wanders into or around your home or business. If that had been me at Mr. Miyagi's nasty mud hut, I would not have bothered with chopsticks to catch those foul little turd eaters. I would have taken a flamethrower to the whole joint. Of course, I'm only kidding. At McGrath Pest Control, we have not resorted to the use of fire to rid an establishment of pests since the summer of 1996. We will, however, use our massive arsenal of legal chemicals to rid your house or place of business of bugs. Call McGrath Pest Control at 281-469-8240 and have us pay a visit once a quarter and provide you with a safe bug-free house. We are less expensive than those big box bug folks, and what we lack in anteaters painted on our trucks, we make up with a passion for exterminating bugs. Go to 1560pestcontrol.com time, please. Thank you. My name is Scott McGrath from McGrath Pest Control. Have you ever looked at a wasp under a microscope? Well, I haven't. I have, on the other hand, looked at a wasp under a magnifying glass on a hot and sunny summer day. I'm not ashamed to say that while the other kids were off playing baseball and Oregon Trail, I was executing wasps, ants, centipedes, and maybe an unfortunate June bug that slumbered along my driveway. My mama, the Honorable Judge Luann McGrath, helped me to channel the exterminator within, and now, just 20 years later, I have a very successful pest control company, which I have chosen to call McGrath Pest Control because of my name. And wouldn't you just like to trust me with my 20 years experience in pest control business and another 8 or 9 years of being a bug murdering little boy to tend to any and all pest control needs of your home or business? Please do me the kindness of calling 281-469-8240 or visiting 1560pestcontrol.com and allow me the honor and privilege of providing your home or place of business with a pest-free existence. Just as a FYI information, they twitch a little bit before bursting into flames.
Hi, I'm Scott McGrath. As I have told you in the past, Susie Orkin and I were once in love. Sure, I love squishing and killing bugs, and she alleged to be deathly afraid of them, but somehow we made it work until one fateful day. It was our junior year, and there was an outbreak of roaches in the school cafeteria. It was so awful they had to close the school. Now, it may not seem obvious to you, but I was not the greatest student. I did, however, feel it was my duty as a lifelong bug annihilator to kill each and every one of those filthy varmints. I did, and I was a hero to the entire faculty and those ladies in cafeteria with the nasty hairnets. Oh, the carnage I wreaked at that school. Amidst the books and tables and other school things, there were mutilated cockroach thoraxes all over the place. I guess I kind of got into it because it's more important to do the right thing than the popular thing. Turns out that liar Susie Orkin had planted those rancid disease-carrying roaches at the school. They were like her pets or something. I knew then I could never trust her again. Call a pest company you can trust. McGrath Pest Control, 281-469-8240. Thank you. Hi, my name is Scott McGrath from McGrath Pest Control. You will have to forgive me for being upset, but I just saw the most horrific movie of all time. It's called Antz. Silly me, I went into it thinking it was about ants, as in wives of uncles, but no, it weren't. I just do not understand why a person would make a movie about those god-awful little spawns of hell. Stop the music, I'm fired up. Why not make a cartoon movie called Ice Cream Truck Driving Rapists? I mean, seriously, ants. On a good note, it got me fired up to kill bugs as if I needed it. Please call McGrath Pest Control at 281-469-8240 and allow me the privilege to take this aggression out on Woody Allen, Dan Aykroyd, and those other bug-loving hippies from Hollywood. Or you can Google McGrath Pest Control. Imagine that. I don't even have to tell you the website. Just Google McGrath Pest Control. Sharon Stone, Sylvester Stallone, and a bunch of hippies loving on bugs. It just makes me want it. My name is Scott McGrath from McGrath Pest Control. I learned at a young age to do one thing and do it well. I kill bugs. I never met a bug that I liked. Used to squish them with my bike. They would pop, I would stop. I would mock them, I would hop off of my bike and do a dance. Call it young romance, but killing trance weren't nothing in the world that could replace the smile upon my face from killing those disgraceful sons of watch them glitching, twitching stitches till they died. And now I got a wine truck full of pesticides. I can kill a million bugs a day and never stop. Like that kid that watched them pop. No need for you to shop around this town for clowns when I will mow them down. Bug apocalypse now. If you would like to have a bug apocalypse in your home or business, then call 281-469-8240 or McGrathPestControl.com. My name is Scott McGrath from McGrath Pest Control. In October, I got a call from a lady called Meredith that had bats in her chimney and did not know what to do. I showed up at 9 a.m. and obviously started a fire in her fireplace and hustled onto her roof where I waited with a 34-inch aluminum baseball bat. The irony did not escape me as I was batting bats, but after a few minutes, well, let's just say that there were no survivors and I was a panting, sweating, and smiling mess. Now, this is not a common problem, but I wanted to use it to illustrate that I love killing critters. Squirrels in your attic, possums in your trash, raccoons in your garage. Just call McGrath Pest Control at 281-469-8240 or visit McGrathPestControl.com and allow me the privilege of fulfilling Mayan prophecies for varmints. I am also a gifted killer of roaches, ants, spiders, silverfishes, fleas, ticks, and all those kinds of bugs. Oh, and rats and mouses. I like killing them too. McGrathPestControl.com. my name is Scott McGrath, and I would like to tell you about my company, McGrath Pest Control. Well, McGrath, that's my name. Pest, that is ants, roaches, silverfishes, possums, raccoons, spiders, fleas, ticks, wasps, bees, and things like that. Control, for the most part, means kill. You have a lot of choices for your home or business when it comes to unwanted pest maintenance. Why don't you do the smart thing and choose McGrath Pest Control? 281-469-8240 or McGrathPestControl.com on the internet. Hi, this is Scott McGrath from McGrath Pest Control. A lot of people think that I'm some kind of critter-killing superhero because of the number of bugs that I kill and the fervor with which I do it. They stop me at the movies or at the flea market. Now there's a dumb name, flea market, and basically point and stare. Well, I cannot take credit for the efficiency with which McGrath Pest Control operates. The truth is there is a whole team of bug-killing superheroes dedicated to depopulating your home or office of ants, roaches, mice, pretty much anything with more than 2 legs that you don't want there. You will not find a more professional and courteous group of pest-hating, customer-loving people anywhere on planet Earth. We hate bugs, but we love you. It's that simple. Call us at 281-469-8240, preferably to hire us to kill things where you work or live, but if you just want to chat, that's fine too. We're on the web at McGrathPestControl.com and Twitter at McGrathPest. You must be the dumbest mosquito on earth. Hi, my name is Scott McGrath, and I am the chief bug killer at McGrath Pest Control. In the Bible, you will often hear the story about Noah's Ark and how all of the creatures of the world loaded up on his boat in boy-girl pairs while the rest of the world flooded. And thanks to Noah, they were able to repopulate Earth after it stopped with all that rain. Well, if that had been the story of Scott McGrath's Ark, I would have went into the section of the boat with all the insects and taken a flamethrower to it. The hyenas and cats and crocodiles and unicorns would have heard my maniacal laughter over the popping and hissing of a 2x2 barbecue. But since I was not on that boat, our world is riddled with nuisance pests, and I've made it my mission to play the world's biggest game of catch-up. Please give me the honor of exterminating ants, roaches, and pretty much anything that is alive that you don't want around your home or office. Call McGrath Pest Control at 281-469-8240 or visit McGrathPestControl.com. Our costs are low. For a good time, follow me on Twitter at McGrathPest. Thank you. Ho, ho, ho! Hi, my name is Scott McGrath from McGrath Pest Control with a Christmas carol for you and your family and friends. Here come the rats, fat Christmas rats, possums, raccoons invading you. Thousands of mouses into your houses, chew how they chew, poop in their poop. Just let McGrath unleash my wrath on critters and rats. I'll smash and I'll bash. Let me seal your attic up this Christmas. Let me kill your rodents this Christmas. That's just a small dose of what I like to do. It's Christmas time, and that means it's colder, and that means that rats and mouses and possums and heaven knows what else is trying to make your home into their home. Well, let me come down your chimney with an arsenal of tricks up my sleeve to rid your house of rodents and seal it up for good. McGrath Pest Control, 281-469-8240 or McGrathPestControl.com. I also kill insects, and I also kill spiders too. Have you ever heard the phrase, good night, sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite? While this is sound advice to tell your kids, you should really be asking yourself, why do I have a bunch of nasty parasitic bed bugs in my house? Good grief. If you think you might have these disgusting little gums, call McGrath Pest Control at 281-469-8240 or visit McGrathPestControl.com and let us eradicate your bed bugs. They're darn near impossible to get rid of on your own, so why don't you trust a company that has chemicals that you gotta have a special license just to buy? Bed bugs may be among the smallest of critters that we destroy, but don't kid yourself. We also kill ants, roaches, termites, spiders, pretty much anything in your house that ain't a human and doesn't bark or purr. And remember, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And a pound of hydromethanon is worth about $225 and will kill billions of insects, and I've got a ton of it. Give me the honor of killing your bugs. And follow me on Twitter at McGrathPest. Thank you. Once upon a time, there were 3 little pigs. The first pig built his house out of straw, but termites ate it up. The second pig built his house out of sticks, but the termites ate it up also. The third little pig was smart, and he built his house out of bricks. But even brick houses have a ton of wood in them, and so the termites ate up his house too. The moral of the story is I want to kill termites. If you own a home or business or even just have a big old pile of wood,
please call McGrath Pest Control at 281-469-8240 or visit McGrathPestControl.com and allow us the privilege of inspecting, treating, or preventing a termite invasion. Don't let my all-shucks persona fool you. McGrath Pest Control is a bug-annihilating machine. We're the best in the business and take tremendous pride in our work. McGrathPestControl.com, 281-469-8240. For a good time, follow us on Twitter at McGrathPest. No pigs were injured in this production. My name is Scott McGrath from McGrath Pest Control. Take a little walk into imagination land with me. Imagine a backyard what has no mosquitoes in it. I'm talking none. Well, guess what, chicken butt? That is not a fantasy because I now install mosquito murdering systems that will keep your outdoor living areas free from those ratchet little bloodsuckers. Call 713-469-8240 or go to McGrathPestControl.com and find out about this miraculous machine that will keep your yard mosquito free. It's safe, unless you're a mosquito, inexpensive, and totally effective. If you are sick of smashing mosquitoes with your hand or squirting stuff all over your body, stinking it up something awful, then call McGrath Pest Control and let us install a mosquito murdering system at your home or even office. Mosquitoes are among the most evil of all creatures. They carry diseases and steal your precious, life-giving blood. So I now kill them in bulk and make your backyard more perfect in the process. McGrathPestControl.com or follow me on Twitter at McGrathPest, yo.